We hope you enjoy The Magicians, The Uncrowned Empress by Rachel Lawson. Somewhere in the Alpha Centauri star system, the great and powerful queen of the star system Zirconia spoke to the right-hand man of her next mission. It was her cousin, the ambassador to the Emperor of the universe's home system, the Zodiac system, where she was planning to go to on a supposed peace mission. It was her cousin who knew her better than to believe the peace mission was anything but a cover story. He found he was right when he pressed her on the true reason she would travel so far. "I am going to promise peace with our system," said Zirconia. "Then why go yourself? Why not just send me?" asked the ambassador. "It comes with an alliance," said Zirconia. "Alliance? What are you plotting?" asked her cousin shrewdly. "I shall become his wife as he is a widower." "He has no wife," said Zirconia, "to stop the war with the people in the magician's empire. He cannot refuse a truce. He's a peace lover." "Why do you want to marry him? You have never met him," said the cousin. "I want to rule the universe," said Zirconia. "He is the emperor. You will just be a consort," the cousin said. "I plan to kill him on our wedding night," said Zirconia. "Then you would be the ruler," said her cousin. "Yes," replied Zirconia, smiling. Many light years away, on a small, almost insignificant planet, the home to the emperor and his family, the magicians, they called it the Earth. The emperor was its king, but he was also the emperor of the universe. Zirconia traveled to the Earth and sat impatiently in a small theater's auditorium, waiting to see this emperor, who she had set her mind to marry. And when she wanted something, she was accustomed to getting it. The red stage curtains opened, and dressed in his regal attire, she saw him, the celestial emperor. She thought he looked handsome for his species. She was another species. "Welcome to the Intergalactic Conference of the Silver Empire. I am Sepharis Argent, Emperor of the Silver Intergalactic Empire," said the celestial emperor to the people at the summit into a microphone. "Hail Sepharis!" voices shouted from the crowd. Behind Sepharis stood his son, Dark Star or Varisite Argent, otherwise known as Valentine Alexander, the Raven, or Varisite's wife, Larimar, known as Laura Alexander. Sepharis's daughter, Sephara Merlin, was there, but almost unseen was the wife of Sepharis's grandson Alexandrite, called Anataes Argent, who is called Angela Alexander by humans. Lastly was the enchanter or Lakelandite Argent, or Lancelot, Alexander, the great-grandson of Sepharis and bodyguard. "I would also like to thank my brother Rhodanite and great-grandson Lakelandite for organizing the security." "Are you sure you still want to marry into that family?" asked her cousin quietly. "Yes, it won't be hard. Either he takes me or people die," replied Zirconia. Her cousin wondered if he should betray her. Later there was a grand masked ball in another part of the theater where the royal family and guests mixed to play and discuss politics. While the celestial emperor was dancing with Anataes, the wife of his grandson, the fugitive deposed former emperor of his local system, Zirconia and her ambassador interrupted his dance. "Hail my emperor," said the ambassador. The emperor stopped dancing. "Hello, who is this young lady with you? I haven't seen her before," said the emperor. "My cousin Zirconia, the queen of Alpha Centauri star system. She wanted to meet you," said the ambassador. The emperor stood up straighter. He looked taller and slightly intimidating. "Oh, hello, your majesty. Nice to meet you," said Sepharis. Anataes looked curiously at her. She had not seen a female from that system before. "This is Anataes, my grandson, Alexandrite's wife," said the emperor. Anataes tried to talk to Zirconia, who ignored her. She was nothing. "I came to see you, Emperor Sepharis, not your little minions," said Zirconia. "She is not a little minion." "She is?" snapped the emperor, was interrupted by his great-grandson, who appeared out of nowhere, startling Sepharis. "Stop doing that. I nearly had a heart attack," protested the emperor. "Hello to you too, Gramps," said Lakelandite sarcastically. Zirconia's cousin looked nervously at Lakelandite. Zirconia jabbed her ambassador in his side with her elbow. "Ow! My emperor, my queen, wants me to suggest a political," said the cousin. Zirconia jabbed him again. "Ow! Offer a peace offering?" said the cousin. "We aren't at war," said the emperor. "Oh," huffed Zirconia, fed up with her minion's nerves. "I want to make a peace offering. It's marriage to me or war with my people," said Zirconia. The emperor and his grandson's wife looked shocked. "I cannot accept your offer," said the emperor, looking at Anataes shocked. "Do not bring it up again," said Lakelandite shortly. He is not married, he must take me as wife, no one ever refuses me, ordered Zirconia. You are the last woman in the universe I'd take for a wife, you are a tyrant, said the Emperor to Zirconia. Walking away with Anatase to find a room, she was very distressed. Lakelandite stood arguing with the ambassador. Zirconia followed the Emperor to demand he take back the insult to her. When she caught up to him, she found the Emperor and Anatase in an empty room, kissing like lovers. What is this? What is this? Are you having an affair with your grandson's wife? Zirconia said, seeing them. The lovers jumped apart. Anatase ran out of the room scared. She's my wife, said Zephyrus nervously. You aren't married to her, your grandson is, said Zirconia. I am my grandson Alexandrite, her husband, said Zephyrus. I was trapped in the past and became Zephyrus. So now I am two people. Zirconia smiled. She now knew how she could become Celestial Empress. You must marry me now, said Zirconia, grinning cruelly. You know I can't. I told you I'm married, said Alexandrite. I know your secret. I will tell them all who you are if you don't marry me, said Zirconia. You can't. The universe will fall into war and anarchy, and I have a wife, said Alexandrite bitterly. Have her executed, said Zirconia. Alexandrite realized he had to do something. He couldn't let his empire die. I'll marry you if you let her live, and you keep my secret, said Alexandrite desperately. I accept, said Zirconia, thinking she would have it done when he was dead, and that wouldn't be long. But you must keep away from her. Alexandrite was devastated. Are you and Dad all right? I've not seen you in the same room for a while, whispered Lakelandite. No, he's been avoiding me whenever he sees me. And he leaves the room. That is all I have seen of him, is when he is leaving a room, the crying wife whispered back. Zirconia saw her crying, smiled, and dragged the Emperor into the room. Zirconia makes Alexandrite announce his upcoming marriage to the Queen. The uncrowned Empress runs away to cry. The Queen thinks she has won and takes joy in the wife's pain. The son of Alexandrite watches the sad Emperor. He was full of anger and bitterness. Everyone else cheers at the good news. That night, the Emperor cried himself to sleep, remembering Anatase running out of the room in tears. He had abandoned and betrayed her. It hurt them both a lot. A month later, a broken-hearted man married Zirconia, praying he could hold himself together during the wedding. He wanted to refuse her, but he had taken her as his wife, and his other wife was there with a spell to silence her, on her, by order of Zirconia. She was very cruel, and she was now the Empress. On his wedding night, Alexandrite went to his marriage bed and slept beside his cruel bride. She later awoke from her sleep, seeing the sleeping body of her husband beside her. She rose, picked up a pillow, and placed it on his head until he was dead. Why did you have to do that? She heard an angry but calm voice behind her say. She looked at the speaker. It scared her. Who are you? Why are you here? She asked. It was a grim reaper. I have what I wanted. You can take him away, said Zirconia. Why did you kill him? Asked the reaper. I want to rule the universe, so I married the Emperor. His wife will be dying soon, said the Emperor's killer. Are you planning to die then? Asked the reaper. Not me, Anatase's other wife. I will have her executed tomorrow, said Zirconia. Oh, said the reaper. Why aren't you going? Asked the Empress. Leave me now. So you don't know me? Said the reaper. No? Should I? Asked Zirconia. The reaper disappeared into thin air. You don't know of my curse, said the dead Emperor, as he rose from the bed after the reaper disappeared. I die only to come back. How? Asked the now Empress. I am a grim reaper, said the Emperor. He called for Lakelandite, his son, who grumpily appeared. The Emperor tells his son she killed him. Lakelandite took her translator away, so she couldn't talk, and she was executed by Lakelandite himself. The Emperor and his wife, Anatase, could be together again, if only in the shadows, but they were happy. The Emperor was now ruler by marriage of Zirconia's system and his own, a win-win for him.